There we go. Wow, everything seems to be popping up even before 30 seconds hit. Well, you love to see that. Do want to check everything though, make sure everything's good. Okay. Thankfully, whenever I go to like my mobile dashboard and stuff, that it has the thing, you know, like it basically like has my stream on the thing, so I can just like unmute it, even though it's like slightly delayed, but you know, but it still helps. It still helps, man. Okay, so I can copy that. It looks like it actually went through this time. Last time I did it, cause last time I streamed, and everything, I was trying to send out my fucking post to, and like I was trying to send out my fucking post to Twitter and everything, and it's like, it's like, you know, I got the little message where it's like sending post, and it's like 1 hour goes by, still does nothing. Alright, so I'm going to do this because it is threadish only at this point. Okay. Oh, pay. It's so silly. I fucking loved it. I love it a lot. Let me switch back my PS4 channel. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So, as always, everyone, heyo, my fellow Rumble Maniacs. This is Mr. Rumble Roses here, and welcome to what originally was going to be some Dead by Daylight, but welcome back to yet another installment of Elden Ring. So you're probably wondering about, like, you know, what the deal is. You know, about you probably ask yourself, like, right now, this, you know, as you're watching this somehow, it's like you're probably seeing yourself like, Rumble, I thought you said you're gonna be doing some Dead by Daylight. You're gonna do like some Chaos Shuffle and do some killer gameplay and the Chaos Shuffle. Like what's the deal? How like what's the deal? How come you changed your mind? This, that, and the other. First of all, calm down. So me and my friend Afflicted were playing some Survivor and everything. We were just, having some fun with it and all that. And even though it didn't, like, kill the mood, like, entirely to where it's like, we see it happen and all of a sudden it's like, the mood kind of just goes, I'm going to just, like, okay, that's enough for me today. But basically what had happened was, we loaded into a lobby and we ended up facing a hacker. Now, thankfully, this wasn't a hacking killer, even though, like, I guess Afflicted himself has had that happen to him. But I have yet to have to deal with I have yet to deal with a DVD game where there was a hacking killer involved. But basically, what happened was we got into a lobby. And apparently there was a TikToker by the name of Hacktua, very clever name. Not, but basically we didn't know we didn't know really anything about this person or whatever. But we did end up finding out that they were a hacker. Now I don't know if Afflicted saw what I saw, but basically in a nutshell, what happened was. One of our random teammates had gotten hooked and everything, and we were like, there's that, and then I think they had the perk Dark Sense, I believe. I believe they had the perk Dark Sense, and they I believe they had the perk Dark Sense, where we go see the auras of, like, not only the killer, but also the survivors and stuff as well. So, we saw some of the survivors and stuff like that. Basically, in a nutshell, I saw the hacker survivor pretty much like just like instantly be just teleporting out the wazoo while still crouched. And Afflicted, he DC'd because of it, even though like I didn't really know if that was the case, but I was like, because I saw the thing. And then I saw him DC, and I was like, it's like, really? Or whatever. But I was like, I'm guessing he probably DC'd because of the hacker. So I was like, fuck it, I'll DC too. And even though like we did play like a few more games and stuff like that, it was just a situation where it was like, if I'm gonna be playing killer, it was like, as much as I kind of want, like. Maybe play some killer and all that, start things off. I was just like, I just didn't want to have. I just didn't really want to like run that random ass risk of coming against a hacking survivor myself as killer. So yeah, I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to do something different. And what other thing could I do other than just playing some Elden Ring? Because I am, because for one, like I will admit, like I've been addicted as hell to Elden Ring. Even when I'm not like fucking live streaming the thing. More often than not, I have been playing it on my downtime, where most of the time I would say like I would just load up Pei, her as in her build, character, I made of her, and just go around helping people out, or sometimes I might go like another random build. Maybe I'll do like some grinding of like certain drops that are kind of rare, but also at the same time, maybe like trying to see if I can help out people as well. While I wait for like a possible next collab to have happen in the future. So yeah, I was like, I'll just switch up to like the stream title, and I was like, I'm gonna just play, I'm gonna get on Saoirse and go from there. So yeah, that's pretty much why I am not playing DVD today, as far as playing Killer goes, because I just really didn't want to deal with possibility of a hacker, of a hacking survivor, because even though it's been a long while since I had dealt with it, it's like I still just it's still kind of like moving like Hopefully Frosty Tools does the shout out. There we go. Cause yeah, random little thing. Cause I know we're about like 10+ minutes in or whatever, but the thing about the thing about Dead by Daylight is like I've had like moments in time where like I'll be playing the game and there's like I'd say I want to say like 2 or 3 times at most where I'd be playing Killer and I somehow came across a hacking survivor. Actually, I kind of want to say maybe like around like 3 or 4 or something like that, because the first time I ever had, the first time I remember having a hacker in the game that I was in, I was playing some Deathlinger, because he was kind of like one of my earliest main characters that I did back then. And I unfortunately went up against a hacking Dwight, who was teleporting around, jumping like like jumping around like there's no tomorrow and things like that. And even though it seemed like I managed to get his ass, especially on Death Hook, he somehow managed to he somehow escapes, even though like the animation stuff still was playing of the person was on the hook, and like they're getting they're getting attached, like they're pretty much like getting like the the claws or legs, spidey leg things that need to eat, and all that. But yeah, but like there's that. And I remember another time where there was this person, and funny but crazy enough, this also happened in Chaos Shuffle. But basically, in a nutshell, I remember one time I was playing as Doctor, and I think I was on the Backwater Swamp map, which is not really the best map for most killers, but I remember that there was someone who who was trying to use Plot Twist, aka a unique perk from Nicolas Cage in the game. um, I got lucky to know where they were, because they got shocked because I found like they got shocked enough to where they would sometimes be able to see like a hologram thing, or like a hallucination of me, of my doctor, and all that, of doctor and all that. And I think, because I don't know if it happens all the time, if it's just like some add-ons or something like that, but I remember it's like one random time, it's like I saw I saw one of my illusions pop up out of nowhere, and just around the same time that this person plot twisted and everything. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do that, and then after the end game, I found out they were hacking because they did not have plot twist or anything, to make them just, go down like that. So, yeah. And another thing is, and this is kind of quite, and this happened not too long ago. I would say it was quite recent, um, but I remember I was playing 2v8 and I was doing some killer action, just doing some random, killer action on my end, and I was teaming. I got paired up with a Wesker, and there was a jail survivor who basically was hacking. They made it. They were hacking. There was like they kept falling through the air, falling through through the world, making it to where they can't be hit and everything like that. Um, and I don't know why this happened. I don't know why this was the thing, but I managed to actually get them down, and they somehow didn't hack anymore or something like that. So I don't know what was up, basically it's like I had like a few times where I'd be playing killer and I dealt with some hackers, and I was just like, I don't know if I want to go through that right now. I mean, probably I know it's not. I know it's going to be a thing that happens, like very random, but I just don't want to take that chance. So that's why I am on Elden Ring today, and I am playing as Saoirse, which is I want to say in a way that this is like a Splatoon character OC made by my friend Pei, also known as Horrormancer, hence why I gave her a shout out. Not only, but that because she's good people, man. She's good people. But yeah. I did some stuff and things, and I technically did a rebirth / respec of Saoirse. Reason for it is because I was wanting to use this one incantation that I needed to use for a quest line that I'm doing with her, which is basically doing the Gold Mask quest line and everything. And I had to. I'm trying to think. I had to like adjust my stats a little bit per se because I don't think I had really anything to boost my requirements that I needed. But give me a sec. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it was this thing right here. Law of regression. So, yeah, basically in a nutshell, I had to get at least 37 intelligence on Saoirse's stats and everything to be able to cast that because I had to do the I had to do the thing of like the boop, and in pre-Lindell, aka main Lindell before that's not that's not the Ashen Capital version, but yeah, I did that. I went to go find, I did all that. Part of my little finding thing to the Gold Mask. Talked to Corn a little bit. Um, and what else? I went to go look for the next little area, which I'm trying to think. I went to this one little area that apparently you would find Gold Mask and Corn after you've done the bit with them in Lindell. So I did all that. Spoke to them as much as I could, and now we are at the foot of the forge, because we are going to go try and face the fire giant. But yeah. I'll try and show off, as much stats stuff as I can. Because I know probably, most people are like, hey, what's this stat or whatever. So yeah, she's still level 215. She's got 55 vigor, 44 mind, 32 endurance, 16 strength, max dex, which is 99 because I made her into a Claws of Night build. Even though I've been using Claws of Night on pay, but I kind of made Saoirse be like the legit conjurer per se of using that. But yeah, I got 43 intelligence, 27 faith, 16 arcane. I have yet to revert back because I think I still have the screenshot of what her stat stuff was like originally. I was just like, yeah. But yeah, she has the Claws of Night, which is at plus 10. I also have the Black Knife, which is at plus 10. I think I kind of used that because of the ability to do a little bit of life draining and all that. But I got the Circlet of Light. I got the altered version of the Twin Armor chest piece, and I got the Scaled Gauntlets and Greaves because they gave a little bit more poise, even though I was originally going to be trying to make Saoirse be a bit of a lightweight in terms of her just in the equipment load. But I figured, let's give this a shot. Her talisman, she has Milton's Prosthesis, Smithing Talisman, Dragon Great Shield Talisman, and Rotten Wings Sword Insignia. Her one is Physics Flash, she has Opaline Heart here, and, she has Leaden and Opaline Heart here. She has two main Ash summons, which is Stormhawk Dinks, which, in my little, fan lore, story thing, I made it to where Saoirse called this hawk as Paven, even though Pay's animal form is going to be a raven instead of a hawk, but there is no raven, there's no raven thing, in Elden Ring. And I have the Mimic Tear Ashes, which is a plus 9 because, I went to go do some stuff and things, and I was like, let's go ahead and try it. So, there's that. But yeah. Nice. damn it. I was doing so fucking good, dude. That is bullshit. That was a cheat right there. I don't care what anyone says. That was a fucking cheat. I literally had it on the first fucking try. Like, again, I don't care what anyone says. That was a cheat. I gotta use Rune Arc because, you know, 'cause my stats aren't quite on par with being able to, I can use Golden Valve if I, you know, put points into that shit. Hawk. Wow. If I could somehow, you know, do this. Oh. Well, I'm still probably gonna highlight this, but holy shit. That actually went nicer than that actually went pretty nicely. It would have almost been a hitless run if it was so fucking close to being a hitless a no damage run. I don't know what's the hitless, but it was almost a no damage run doing that, and I managed to do such a damn good damage, man. You know, I will fucking take that shit. Yeah, I'm probably going to actually, probably like after, you know, streaming all that, and I've, you know, chilled out a little bit, at most, I am definitely going to be, highlighting that fight for sure. And I'm for damn sure gonna be sending that shit to pay. Cause oh my god, Saoirse was a beast. Like the Smol is so strong. Alright. but I will say, like, like I said, like the first attempt, like that was honestly bullshit. Like I should not have died to all. I should not have died to that. Like I shouldn't have died to that. That was a cheat. Again, I don't care what anyone says. Fucking fire giant be cheating out the ass. Man, Saoirse's got so many runes on her. I know probably like some people would say, why does it matter, when why does having so many runes matter, you don't, you're already powerful, you don't need it. Can you fucking touch the grace, please? Cause I think I remember, excuse me. I think I remember when Onyx was like, when I was telling Onyx about like the times where I got cheated out of the game, I got cheated in the game, like these of my runes and whatnot. And he's like, why do you care, about what? It's like, why do you care about runes so much? Like you're already your character's already powerful, this, that, and the other. And it's like. And the one thing I was gonna say, it's like, well, I can't help it. I'm a greedy motherfucker. And it's like, and like, and like, I suppose that's like, I was like, well, what can I say? I'm kind of like a greedy motherfucker, but I hate losing. I hate losing runs in the most backward ass ways. From dying the bullshittery of boss fights um to the game, literally pulling shit up its ass to make me spawn like completely out of bounds in areas that like I didn't even get to, and things like that. It's like, oh, I want to fucking, put you here, put your ruins like just floating out, into the abyss and all that. And it's like, nah, that's bullshit. You know it, and I would rather use up all my runs, and stuff like that, just buying shit, or say, um, or maybe upgrading shit, just upgrading shit, just going from there. It's like the one thing comes to my mind. It's like, don't cheat me out of my fucking money. Or in this case, don't cheat me out of my ruins.
Very well. Let my hand.
Like I say, I would rather randomly upgrade everything that I got to as much as I can, or buying things from like the Twin Maiden Husk at a round table, or getting things that will come from certain merchants and things like that. It's, that's acceptable to me. That's acceptable enough to me. Okay. Okay, so, but meanwhile, back on another topic, story thing. Okay, so if I remember correctly, because of how we, because of how we met Gold Mask Corn, on that one bridge area on Mount Top of the Giants, we went to all the dialogue, this, that, and the other. I believe that we're nearly, I won't say we're 99.9% done with the quest line. Cause I believe like I believe what has to happen now is I have to go through Crumbling for Missoula, kill Malachus, turn Lindell into the Ashen Capital, possibly find Gold Mask, and I believe he'll drop like a mending rune thing that I have to get, along with even though like I don't need to, but like I got like his clothing, I got like his clothing and shit like that, but yeah. Which I think actually I think actually like his mask is in a completely different area. I don't know if I have to like I don't know if I can get it yet or what. I want to say it's probably in the area that where you would first meet Gold Mask. Question mark. Maybe sorta. I don't know. In the butt. Alright, fuck off out of here. Believe these three won't get aggroed. But thank you, you don't see me. Okay, yeah, I got so the thing. And someone's got Mo's spear. Hang on, I'm gonna randomly check real quick, cause I think like you can get Gold Mask somewhere over here, but I don't know if you have to like. Eh? Oh, I probably have to rest, don't I? But yeah, as I was saying, I think it's you can be able to like get Gold Mask thing over like his mask thing over here, but I don't know if you can get it sooner rather than later. But we go test it for science. And if we can get lucky, we might be able to beat them. I feel like if we get lucky, we might be able to complete, the New Game Plus run with Saoirse. Let's say, come on, game. Don't need that. Cause I'd say if we get lucky, we might be able to we might be able to deal with like Radagon and Elden Beast. Even though like the one thing I kind of wish I had for Saoirse was the black some weapon, a weapon of some kind that had like possibly had like the Black Flame Tornado on it. And the reason why I say that is because I've been kind of like doing some slight experimentation with like like some weapons, or at least one that came from the DLC and everything like basically in a nutshell, right? There's this weapon that I got from the DLC. I think it's called like the Blood Fiend's Fork or something like that. And on Pei's character, I have version of that weapon, and I have Black Flame Tornado as its Astral War. And it has actually been very, very helpful. Like, like it's been, oh god, like it's been like very helpful. I mean, especially, especially like some bosses and stuff like that. And the one thing I remember is like, people like, have, no, I guess it's not here. Do I have a thing? Hmm. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I have had like some moments where like the Black Flame Tornado stuff comes in pretty handy, especially like with Radigan and Elden Beast. Like when that time like I did some stuff with them and co-op. Cause even though like cause even though with Radigan, cause he likes to, cause even though with Radigan like he likes to fucking, he like just likes to teleport like bejesusly. Like if you can pull out, got like certain moments and all that, like you can actually get some pretty nice like pretty nice good value from all that. Okay, so I know there's gonna be possible Dragon Boy. Bullshit! That shouldn't have killed me. Again, another cheat. He was almost fucking dead too, man. Well, anyway, I'm gonna listen to you guys real quick because I'm gonna go get me some tea and everything. So, yeah. Yeah, it's like as soon as like I muted my mic and got up from my chair, like I had a bit, I kind of was coughing a bit more, and and I had a bit of like a moment where it's like, you ever have, I don't know if you guys know what, I don't know if you guys have ever had kind of like experience when, it happens, but but have those kind of, those moments where it's like, where it's like, you have like like a build up in your throat or something like that, where it's like, you're gonna throw up or something like that. And it's like, and your throat kind of like, your throat feels weird or does something it's like it's kind of hard to explain in a sense. Like I like, but like my throat did a thing, and I thought I was gonna I thought I was gonna like randomly like throw up for some reason, even though like like I don't, even though like I don't have like, even though like I don't have like an upset stomach or anything like that, but yeah, it's like, it did the thing where it's like, oh, fucking, um, like my throat felt like it did the thing, and it's like, and I guess you could say like I had like a weird, I guess it was like I had like a weird fucking burp. Like I don't know. I just don't know. Man, it's like it's just felt like it's that turned out just like be like a strong but weird feeling burp. But anyway, again, I'm just going to say it out loud, right now, and all that. But that fucking dragon cheated. And before anyone says it, yes, I know this is New Game Plus, or Journey 2, whatever. It's like, yes, I know that's a thing, and yes, I know that fucking. It's like, yes, I know that thing's, fucking gonna be like this, that, and the other. And it's like, yes, I know, like, it's like, yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is like, yes, I know it's New Game Plus, I know enemies can kind of do a little more damage to you and everything like that, but still doesn't really excuse the fact that, like, I had a good amount of health, and all of a sudden, fucking, pull shit out, fucking dragon bullshit out of its ass, that, that kind of just killed me instantly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it again, because it needs to die. Ow. Get up, Saoirse. Nope. No, you're not going to do that. You're not allowed to. Fuck off with that. You're not allowed to double swing like that. Fuck off. Stop with the fire. You're a fucking dragon. Doesn't mean you're allowed to do that either. You're not allowed to be doing that shit. Stop it. Don't you get... Fuck you! Quit cheating! You had no health. You had no health. Again, I don't care what anyone says. That was a fucking cheat. Motherfucker had no health whatsoever. Like, nah. I'm gonna make sure this fucking dragon dies. I don't care if it takes all fucking stream. He is going to die. Like I'm gonna make sure this fucking dragon dies. He should already been dead on the first fucking attempt. First, I'm gonna get my runs. You're not gonna steal from me. Bullshit, I dodged that. Should I hit? Stop. I dodged that. Right. I can't fucking see. Stop doing that. No, you're not gonna do that. You're not allowed to. I swear to God, you fucking... Nope, you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do all that stuff. You need to just take your loss, like the bitch that you are. Bad slamming. Quit! Quit. You're not allowed to do that. Get over here. No. I will kill you. Nope. Told you. Told you I was gonna kill your ass. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. These grave depth. Seven. And we'll go here. That's not a hit. Fuck off. That's bullshit. Quit cheating. You know what? That's what you get for cheating. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna rest. Okay, got that. Gonna just run. And here, because yet this item. Then here. Honestly, I never knew that thing was there at all. Oh, if only someone could be able to clip that. Nope, that should not have hit. Nope. Alright. Bring in Bernal. Alright. Hit him with Golden Vow. Bring out this Paven. Aye. Bullshit. That one's getting ready to roll out. I dodged that. That should not have hit. Get up, get up, get up. Now which one's gonna come? Speedy boy. Managed to get staggered to the point where he couldn't. Motherfucker got staggered to the point where he couldn't actually summon in his thin, lengthy brother. Take that shit for sure. Alright. I'm gonna go to the round table. I think I've already got, the stuff and things, but I'm gonna just go ahead and just cash those bell bearing things in. Onto take those rune arcs off your hands. Did I get to see that curse or from him? Or?
No. You have felt the curse. I can smell. Apparently Mike was a brief goer and she trapped him. I can ken the pox.
I'll deal with your bitch ass later. Geronimo! Yeah. Motherfucker still gets aggro. Yeah. Later. Screw you. Yeah, back up. But I'd say at most that, until I decide they'll, like, probably, delete Saoirse from, the game and everything for now. Which, I don't know, 'cause I don't know, like, the way it'll happen or whatever. But the plan is for her, doing a plus run and all that. is she will not be going into the DLC. You're supposed to fly away, jackass. Ow! Don't you fucking kill me, you're not allowed to. Yeah, that's right, fuck off out of here, no one will miss you, dumbass. Anyway, as I was saying before I got so really interrupted, for the time being, you know, until I'm like, okay, I'm ready to let Saoirse be free of, you know, lands between. She is going to be in base game. For at least for a good little while. You know, like right now, I don't really have any plans on taking her into the DLC, especially because of how, like, you know, I made it as like a little vote thing for people, be like, hey, you know, do you guys want to see Saoirse, you know, go to the DLC, and finish the little story, just like how Hay and Infallible did with theirs, or you want, you know, just keep, or I was like. Or like, oh, I was like, or do you want to just, you know, have her in base game? And even though it was only 2 votes, but the majority of it was like, you know, basically be like, hey, you know, just it's the thing in the base game. Ow. They should not have line of sight to fucking be able to hit that. Like, that should not have hit. I don't know what to say. Like, in my opinion, if they don't... Like, in my opinion, if those fuckers don't have line of sight to be able to see where you're at and everything like that, they should not be able to cast that, let alone be able to hit you with it. Alright. Gonna be random as hell, but... See if I can take on... See how I'll do it fair against the fourth boy. That's gonna hit. Bullshit. I hate splash damage. Whack! Alright. Now I'm gonna go back. chest. All my stuff back. Hold on. Weighs the same. That there. Put a jellyfish in there, 'cause I only brought jellyfish to, well, for one, need a jester, and two, to, unlock a little area. Eh. Gives a little more defense and some stuff, but I reckon right now we'll probably, I reckon right now we can try and, work with it. Alright, so what I might try and do is I might try and, use me bathing and everything.
Destined death. I will not have it stolen from me.
Nice. No! God damn it! That was bullshit. I could not fucking get away in time. That was fucked up. That was cheat. I don't care what anyone says. Like, I tried to switch to my cerulean tears so I can get like a refill and all that. But all of a sudden I was like, no, I'm not going to let you do that. I was going to swing, do this, blah blah blah, be spammer. Because I have nothing better to do with my life. And I'm not super shaped of a boss. I like a really good first phase one. Nope. Nope. You're not gonna kill me. Nope. You're not allowed to kill me. Fuck off. I want my runs. These are mine. That's not a hit. I don't care what anyone says. That's not a hit. Ow! No, you're not allowed to kill me, Malekith. It is against the rules. Ah! God damn it! Fuck off! How about you suck my dick? Because that's what you're best at. He should not. He needs a nerf. He should not be allowed to fucking do that spin destined whatever the fuck. Cause that is just absolute bullshit. Like he was nearly dead. Like he was nearly dead. Okay. He only got lucky because of the fucking because of fucking destined death. You know, it's like I couldn't even be able to fucking get a goddamn heal off because my health is draining so damn fast. It's like we're doing really good damage and everything, but Malekith is pulling off shit he's not supposed to. I'm gonna get my runs because fuck you, that's why. That's not a hit. Oh, fuck off. That's not a hit. Away. Bullshit, I was away from that. Bad. We got a leap rock. No. I need to move over here on the trillion. That's not a hit. I don't care what anyone says. Like, you should not be able to do that spin in the air like that. That's so fast. You have no health. How are you still alive? out of here.
To kill what?
Like, you had no health. You should have been dead. You literally should have been dead the moment you fucking touched the ground. Because you lost all that blood, boy. Okay. We're nearly done. Okay. Okay, so I believe at this point in time, Corin should be around here somewhere. I think like the whole thing is like, I think Corin's around here somewhere, and then no, there he is. Pick up a double.
Oh, it's you. I finally come to understand. The Master was nothing more than a madman, enchanted by a vain and ruinous delusion. He rejected the perfection of the Golden Order, seeking to supplant our glorious faith with his own. Could there be a more pitiable comedy? Look at it. The culmination of perfection, burning before our very eyes. Oh, I finally come. The Master was an enchanter seeking to look at it.
Okay, so I think this is just my 2 cents per se, but I'm guessing like in either Corin pretty much lost it, thinking it's like I was thinking like Corin's lost his sanity, what's left of it, or something. I don't know. And there's Gomez, many were in perfect order. Now I think if you reload the area, you can be able to get this closed. Use mend the shattered Elden Ring. Okay. There's corn stuff. go over here. Bag, bracelet, waist strap. Alright. Before I continue... Radiant gold. Okay. I'm gonna go out of water burger. But yeah, there was something I wanted to say. So, I'd say like the reason why I wanted to, I kind of like, you know, started playing around with the Claws of Night is because of stuff that you managed to see in that fight with, you know, with Saoirse going up against, Malekith. I almost forgot his fucking name. Because if you're able, because if you're lucky, you can do like some pretty good bleed proc on a lot of your enemies. And on the fact that fucking Saoirse was, you know, maxed out in Dex, I managed to get off some pretty good bleed procs, and everything. So, bop, 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 bop. But yeah, you know, that's kind of been like the thing, you know, where it's like fucking, you know, like I don't know, like whenever I like, you know, I had gotten this weapon along with like the other little thing, and it was like, you know, I was really curious, and I was really curious to try it out, and kind of fell in love with it. Like it was honestly like just so fucking good and very, very useful. I'm trying to think to myself where these fucking archers are going to be. I can hopefully take their asses out. Oh, boil on a horse. Now, I don't know if that's going to be every single one of them, but start. But yeah, probably like on my downtime, I might like, you know, I might like do some things on my like off stream with Saoirse, like, you know, like maybe go to fight certain bosses and things like that. Probably not gonna document them though. AKA like, you know, make videos out of them or whatever. Because normally that's kind of what I've been doing for like some situations. Especially like when it comes to like things like pay or infallible, or even search at times as well. You know, it's like, you know, like I get, it's like where you know, like I have like certain moments where it's like, oh, I wanna, you know, like, oh, you know, taking them into this boss fight here, or, you know, do this there, or something like that. I thought the mess was supposed to be here. Where am I fucking shipping bowls? Come on, you know, if I can say, like, I touched the thing. Yo, why did you move? Why did you do that? I clicked here to go to the fucking map, not highlight the fucking thing. Let's see, can you fucking scroll up? I cannot see a goddamn thing. It's over, I believe it's over here. Man, I want to try and get this before I continue onwards. I want to try to do the thing of a thing of a thing of a thing of a thing. Hey. how in the blue blazing fuck am I supposed to... Okay. See a spirit string. That did not help me. Surprise! Stop for the name of the Smol. Ow, ow. Boy, you have no health. Get out of here. Like, you have no health, but your cheating ass with your 1 HP in the dream. There we go. Oh, that'll do it. That's right. Like, actually, now that I think about it, might as well fucking go to, back to the round table, cause I got some shit to turn in. So I got some shit to turn in. You know, I just randomly thought about this in a way, but I can only wonder how much stuff, how much shit I could be able to do. Like how much damage and shit I could be able to do. With Saoirse on somewhat on like fucking Millennia of all things. Like I shit you not, like the amount of, the times that I managed to like, you know, get like a good amount of blood loss on her bitch ass. I'm about to say punk ass, but still. Yeah, you know, being able to like do all that. I've even had times where I somehow got lucky as hell to somehow I somehow got like very lucky as hell. Like sometimes take her out of fucking um Okay. I've had moments in time where I managed to somehow get lucky as hell to take her out of the waterfowl dance move that she likes to pull out of complete randomly thin air.
Take a look around. Don't worry. I'll continue, which is why his roots, he won't let his shackles are tied.
Who are you? Oh, now. Could you tell me why does that... Oh.
I will upgrade that to the max. Anything in particular to sell? Probably not. Okay, so we got 3 to drive the smithing stone and Saoirse.
I see. Oh, so it wasn't just me this happened to. Think he'd find you, he'd really good, but his only I'll remain with he may, I'd like to please. Hugh was so slay.
Amount of shit. Trying to think. Okay, so I've got Burn on Flame. I think all I'll do is I think what I'll do is I'll get Giant Red Prey, because even though it's about like 18, but I know if I can like at most like, two-hand that, then I should be able to, get the thing. Okay. Gonna put some stuff in my box. Might upgrade that on my downtime. Manifest a small ring of Kajavat within that allows caster to automatically retaliate upon certain number of blows. Interesting. Fucking Amber Alert shit. Don't care. Alright. But I think what I might do is I might probably like summon for maybe like the final two bosses or something. I don't know. Yeah, I figured if it was like, just bring someone in. But yeah, I figured I was probably gonna get like some sort of Amber Alert thing or some sort of random ass thing like that, because my phone like kind of like showed my little like wallpaper thing and all that, and usually like whenever it like kind of shows showed stuff, um, you see like a sign of like, oh, you're gonna get like some sort of message or some sort of like some sort of message, some sort of like some sort of an alert, which most of the time. Which most of the time has always been fucking, which most of the time has always been fucking, Amber Alert shit.
I knew you'd come to stand before the elder, to become your witness. What a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take it. Queen Mary now helps for us, that we continue to struggle unto eternity.
I've done it once before, bitch. I'll do it again.
Kill a god.
I have never had, to my knowledge, like, of all the builds and stuff that I've made, I have never had a build that, that I've somehow gotten the requirements to fucking actually use the Scepter of the All-Knowing. But yeah. Then over here. And over here. ethics 42 faith, which even with fucking Godric's great run, that doesn't even come close. Okay. Hey. I'm actually gonna see if they want to round. We got oh my god. Is that they are tourists? I want to solo it. Well, fuck that. Something tells me homeboy ain't coming. Celine. Oh.
Hey!
Yeah, I am no worried there for a minute. Skip that shit, cause don't care about it. Alright, Altorius, where you be? Dragon foot to the ground. Really? No. Really? I dodged that. Yep. Please. No! That should not have been a grab. Leave me alone. Get up, get up. Really? Oh, I hate that move. Bullshit, that should not have been a grab. That was a cheat, I don't care what anyone says. Wait. That should not have been a grab. That was a cheat. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, god damn it! Get off my... That was cheat. That was cheat. That was a cheat. That was bullshit, that was a cheat. Anyone who thinks otherwise, fuck you. Well, besides all the cheating and bullshit, we got decently far. If only the authorities didn't die, we may have been able to do the thing. Oh yeah. Roxy. I believe you'll find this person's got the coded sword. Enable someone cooperator, of cares. Are you gonna stick around? At least you're not leaving. Wait and see if this person comes in or not. If they don't, then I guess it'll be just a twofer. It'll be just a twofer. Alright. Here to go. Is mine. Yeah, motherfucker. That's the first time I think I ever seen fucking Holy. I hate that move. Nice. Thank you. And thank you. Alright. We're almost there. We are almost there, chat. Almost. Okay. I think my thing should be still going. Ooh. Star Witch Luna. Here to see what you're like, so let's bring you in first. We got the women power. Ugh. Let's see who comes in.
Hey!
Oh, you came in.
Hey!
Oh, nice. Let's see what these ladies can do. That's still to this day fucking bullshit. That was probably the fastest I've ever had the pleasure of doing the killing Radigan that fast. Not that I'm complaining. I think I got the hit on it, so... Yep, coming up to me. Ow. I tried to jump. Ow! I tried to jump. Bullshit. Got the fucking edge. Might actually still do it. Oh, it is literally one hit. We got this. Nice. Thank you. And thank you. Whew. That. Yeah, that's probably going to be another possible highlight that I make. Cause like we literally, I mean, like, okay, here's the thing, okay? Of all the various times that I played this game, you know, especially like doing the ending and all that, like that fight, like even with, you know, like having like the you know, the max of, like 2 people, those, you know, having, you know, trio and all that. That was by far like the fastest I've ever had the experience of killing Radigan, to be able to get to the LNBs that fucking quickly. You know, like, holy shit. I guess this is Bloodstain. We'll see. Okay, about to say. Alright. So, we're gonna get the perfect order thing when he's amending in the perfect order.
fallen leaves tell a story of how a tarnished became Elden Lord in our home across the fog, the lands between. Our seed will look back upon us and recall the age of order.
I'll save that. No, we are not going to do New Game Plus 2. At least not with Saoirse. I've also been kind of like randomly debating on about like if I was to do like a New Game Plus run and beyond, like I was like trying to kind of like thinking to myself like how would I do that? Like how would I do that? What would I do? I'll get second road sword. Yeah, I've already touched you. But yeah, we, even though like the ending was like, cutscene stuff still the same and all that, but we got another little ending thing.
I see.
It was one that I haven't really done before with any character. But yeah, so that. Alright. Alright, so yeah. That's going to be it for the stream and everything tonight. I was thinking about like maybe doing like some random little like I was kind of thinking about like at one point in time like doing maybe like some random co-op with like either like as pay, or maybe I was gonna probably do some stuff with Ariana, maybe like just send my sign, like my gold summon sign out and everything like that, like just do some stuff and things, like maybe like also maybe like just randomly grind, some little random drops stuff from the Grave Warden Duelist in Linda and pre-Lind Lindell or main Lindell, because that's apparently like the one place you can be able to go find those boils. But hold on. But yeah, so but yeah, probably for the most part, I'm probably gonna have Saoirse be main game only. Unless if I'm like really like just like really for some reason tempted and just like really curious to try and do the DLC and everything. You know, maybe actually be like, oh, okay, you know, maybe even though like I quote unquote ended the story, you know, in main game, it was just like, like oh, this, that, and the other, whatever. But I don't know, because sometimes my mood can like just randomly change, and I'll be like, I kind of want to try this, like try this, do that, or whatever. So yeah, but yeah, for right now though, Saoirse are going to be in main game. Um, I might, do some stuff off stream with her, like maybe like do some side bosses, maybe like just fighting some caves and catacombs, things like that. Go from there. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the random the Elden Ring stream, everything like that. Again, I know this was originally supposed to be, some Dead by Daylight, but like I said, kind of meaning that one come up against the hacker, survivor, and all that. It kind of just like, didn't want to take any random little chances. Where they kind of, and like I said, I was kind of like kill the mood per se, of wanting to at least try and do kill her. But it is what it is. Probably sometime tomorrow I'll more than likely be doing more Dead by Daylight. Probably doing Chaos Shuffle and Killer and everything like that, because I think like the Chaos Shuffle mode is going to be going away pretty soon, probably about like in a few days. And I want to try to like hopefully, I want to try hopefully like at most to get my Killer grade up some, and also take care of some Killer dailies that I have, and see how things go from there. But yeah, tomorrow will hopefully be some Dead by Daylight. Friday will probably be some Nightmare Reaper, because I want to try and get back into that game, and I kind of noticed this at first, but I think it's been like, I think I kind of put that game off for about like 2 or 3 years at most, where it's like, I started it like ages ago, but never really did much with it, because like other games and stuff kind of came up on my mind. Saturday, we'll be shooting up Saturday, probably with D-Deep and Z-Doom, everything. And probably Sunday will either be something Batman related, or it might be another Dead by Daylight stream, kind of like just play around more with the Chaos stuff before it goes away, but we'll see. If I don't do anything then if I don't do anything on like Sunday, then I might schedule like a Batman type stream on. Well, I want to say Thursday, because I think I'll be doing like another little weapons mod Wednesday thing for my 2-day slow week of streaming. But yeah, we'll switch to my PC channel. X out of that. Hopefully. But I will say though that like it was definitely quite the New Game Plus run with Saoirse, especially being able to maxed out in dexterity and being able to get like a lot of good bleed proc from the Colossal Knight and everything. Trying to get my chat stuff to show up. 'Cause apparently my thing didn't go away of like showing my chat list. It's like I'm hitting the X button, but it's not wanting to do anything. Now if I can just get it to let me, you know, do stuff in my chat box, so I can go type in my chat box, well, that'd have been much appreciated. Alright, there's the raid message, raid ones are activated in the chat and all that. Alright. And now to get into my phone. But yeah, like I said, you know, I've really grown fond of using the Claws of Night and everything. Especially being able to deal with certain bosses. Like, hey, Manic! See if we can run into this person. They have been live for that long. Hopefully they don't have a raid limit, but we'll see. But yeah, before I check before I, send the raid out, hopefully, if you enjoy what you saw today, and you watch this on Twitch, feel free to give the channel a follow, and become a Rumble Maniac today. If you don't follow me anywhere else online, you can check out my YouTube channel, give it a sub, and all the usual good stuff. And feel free to follow me on Twitter, for any random stuff that I post, from random ass tweets to, to YouTube links, stuff like that. And it looks like we have a ghoul. Alright, so until I see you guys in the next video or live stream, as always, take care everybody, and I hope you all have a good week or weekend.